What do you make of Harris's messaging 13 days out? I think a lot of us thought, okay, she's doing these interviews finally. We're going to know more about her. Doesn't seem that she's able to answer these simple questions. Do you think these interviews hurt her and help President Trump?
We welcome Kamala Harris sitting down for as many interviews as possible over the next 13 days, because every time she does one, every time she opens her mouth, frankly, she proves to the American people that she is not fit to serve as our president and as the leader of the free world. Yesterday's NBC interview, once again, Kamala Harris admitted that her presidency would be a continuation of the Biden presidency over the past 4 years. She still cannot differentiate herself from Joe Biden at all, and it's because she has been right there with Joe Biden through everything over the last 4 years. The inflation crisis that's robbing Americans of their paychecks, the wide open border crisis, which she was responsible for overseeing, and it has been the worst immigration crisis in our nation's history. And of course, she proudly said she was the last person in the room with Joe Biden when he announced his botched plan to withdraw from Afghanistan that left 13 U.S. soldiers dead. Kamala Harris owns the last 4 years, and a vote for her is a vote for the continuation of crime, chaos, inflation. A vote for President Trump is a vote for more money in your pockets, peace around the world, stability here at home, and border security.
So, Karoline, your colleague, Corey Lewandowski, joined us yesterday here, and he said that Trump is making 29 campaign stops in 10 days. He's a very busy guy. He also said that Nikki Haley should join Trump on the campaign trail, that he believes she will. We've seen these reports out there. Is there any truth to that? And how does he go about getting those primary Nikki Haley voters in these next 13 days?
Well, look, I won't get ahead of our campaign on any announcements on that front. I can confirm what Corey said in terms of how busy President Trump's schedule is. He's been barnstorming the country. He hasn't taken a day off in more than 50 days. Kamala Harris took the entire day off yesterday. No campaign events. I guess she needed the whole day to prepare for that NBC interview, which turned out to be a disaster anyway. But President Trump will be traveling across the country, holding multiple events every single day. You saw him last night with a huge crowd in North Carolina. Today, he's on the road again. He'll be again, on the road every single day between now and Election Day.
Yeah, he doesn't seem exhausted, as Harris has said that he is. I'm exhausted just looking at him, but doing all this. But Tulsi Gabbard, we do know, joined Trump on stage last night in North Carolina. She's going to be with him again in Georgia tonight, and now she's joining the GOP. How does this impact the campaign, and how influential is this?
Well, Tulsi Gabbard is a thought leader, and she's highly respected by many Americans across the political spectrum for her critical thinking. And she was an independent. Of course, she left the Democrat Party, recognizing that they became a far left cabal of open border globalists who have done nothing but destroy this country over the past 4 years. And we welcome her to the Republican Party. Red looks very good on Tulsi Gabbard, and we're so excited to have her as part of Team Trump. She's an effective surrogate for us, and she too will be barnstorming the country over the next 13 days on behalf of President Trump and helping us to get out the vote.
And we know it was just announced that Trump will be joining Joe Rogan's podcast in Texas on Friday, another outreach for young male voters. And we know Harris is losing support with young voters. So this seems to be a power move for Trump. What can we expect with this Joe Rogan sit down?
It's going to be a must-watch interview, that is for sure. Every time President Trump goes on a podcast, he breaks records with the ratings. He is ratings gold, and he looks forward to this conversation with Joe Rogan, who, again, is another highly respected thought leader in this country. Kamala Harris could never do this, by the way. But President Trump will have that conversation on Friday, and everyone should tune in.
Yeah, there's an average, I think, of 11 million viewers of these podcasts. So I have a feeling that that number is going to go a little higher when President Trump is on it. Karoline, how is President Trump doing with women voters? What are you seeing when you're out there on the campaign trail? Because I know women voters has been a little bit of an issue as far as gaining support. How's that going?
Well, women love President Trump, and whenever we're out on the road, we see thousands of women showing up at his events. They are mothers who are concerned about the safety and security of their children's futures, of their neighborhoods, under Kamala Harris's open border and weak on crime policies. They are business leaders who are concerned about their bottom line and their paychecks not going as far as they used to under President Trump. And women want safety, want security, economic prosperity, not just for themselves, but of course for their children, their grandchildren, future generations. And the American dream is entirely unattainable in Kamala Harris's America. So President Trump is offering to restore that American dream for women, for all Americans, to offer peace and prosperity both here at home and abroad.